copying your competitors and build your personal brand. In the society that we live in currently, everyone is copying and pasting other businesses. Let me tell you something for free. If you do this blindly, you will never succeed and you will never ever outperform your competitors. I'm Khalid. I scale multi-million-pound businesses, and let's start this podcast. We live in a society where everyone is using the same Canva template. They're using the same AI to make their ad creatives, and they are copying stuff without realizing what they're actually doing. You need to stop this now. You need to show your personality and your personal brand and what makes you unique so you stick out from the crowd. Don't be a sheep. Be the wolf. The problem is the copycat trap. You're probably wondering, what the hell is a copycat trap? The copycat trap is when you're following every single trend because it's going viral and you think it's going to make you money. And I will tell you something for free. It's not going to make you a dime because that trend that you're doing will get shown in Timbuktu. Your customers are based in the US. They're based in the UK. They're based in Europe. They might not be based in Timbuktu, will they? So if you're going to follow these trends, how will you benefit from this? What you need to do is you need to focus in on what your customers want and what their needs are, what their problems are, and address those issues. I'm going to tell you something for free. Originality always wins over copied content. Why? It makes you authentic. It makes you relatable. It makes your content thought out. You will be thinking about what you're doing and your audience will appreciate it. You might have 1,000 views on that video, but if it's seen by the right audience, it will generate the correct revenue for you. I will give you an example of my own project. I made one video that went viral where I criticized another brand. I got 20,000 views on that video. However, what if I told you that video has generated for me £40,000 from 20,000 views? That's mad, isn't it? Would you ever buy an Abby Bus trainer? Do you even know what Abby Bus is? Abby Bus is a rip-off of Adidas. You might buy it in a third world country, but if you're in the Western society like we live in, we will not buy it because it's a clone. People want originality. People want proper products. Think about the scandal in China recently, earlier on this year, when their factories exposed who was making what bags for what designer outlet. So for example, that Hermes factory that made the Hermes bags, they charged Hermes £1,000 a bag, where Hermes was selling the bags for £20,000 plus. People now know who the supplier is, what the bag is, but people want the Hermes logo on the bag. Without the logo, what happens? There's no value to the product. So people want originality, not knockoffs. And the same thing applies to social media. People want the real deal, not the next best thing. Welcome to the CEO Fix. Let's talk about OVN. O is your origin story, V is your voice, N is your narrative. What I mean by this is my origin story that led me on into marketing. I have over 14 years of experience in marketing. I used to run biggest independent Asian wedding exhibition verified by the BBC with 3,000 attendees per day back in 2013. Also as well, I ran a few companies where I used to look out after the marketing. Then later on in my career, I became an operations manager for one of the best signage companies in the UK. We were making signage for Costa Coffee, Domino's Pizza, German Doner Kebab, Meadowhall, as well as other brands. And some of my team members, they worked on brands such as Hugo Boss, Nike, Tommy Hilfiger, etc. So I was working with the best of people. My job in that company was I was operations manager. Part of my role was I had to make sure people got paid month in, month out. So this was a big problem because when you're cold calling people don't want to speak to you. Who wants to speak to a person when you're cold calling them? They get fed up. They're like, oh, I'm not interested, bye. Or the other thing was I had to work my normal shift or go to networking events in the morning. And networking events are 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Put your hands up to people that have gone to networking events, yeah? And then you have to commit to the networking events every week or every month. You got to go down. That is a lot of hard work. So then I got onto TikTok. I made a video. A key decision maker saw it in a franchise brand in the UK. I had a meeting with him that first year we made £50,000 in sales, and we've got the ongoing partnership with the old company I used to work for. They're still working with that brand till this day. That video only had 1,000 views on it. Okay, my content was original. I wasn't following any trends. I was showing facts. Coming back to this company now, since I started Khalid Talks Marketing, I put my hand up. Some of the videos only get 100 views, some of the videos get 1,000 views, some of the videos get 5,000 views. However, one video I made where I was very passionate and I was speaking facts got 20,000 views, but that video till today has generated me £40,000 of revenue. So you'd be surprised by following a trend and doing a silly dance or twerking or whatever you do. People will watch it for comedy entertainment, but it's not adding any value to anyone's life. What you need to do is you need to balance it, have a bit of humor, but have original stories and have original narratives in there for people to resonate with your content. So my origin story is there was a problem with the factory I was working for on getting sales. Then what happened was, then I helped a couple of friends out with marketing. I expanded one friend's brand from having one location to 4 locations. Then I realized I can actually make money from this. I quit my job and now here we are. That's my origin story. And then my voice is me speaking to you right now and addressing you guys and letting you know about my story. And you guys following my voice throughout the journey. Narrative is the ongoing narrative of my success and my life. Guys, you need to find your voice. I'm still trying to find my voice. We make videos for TikTok and social media, so I don't slow down and I'm speaking faster than I process my speech. So for myself, I am developing my voice by taking vocal classes. Finding your voice is not an easy subject. Why? One thing is everyone hates their own voice. Put your hands up if you hate the voice. I hate my voice. Second thing is, are you delivering in the correct tonality? Are people motivated by your voice? Why aren't they motivated by your voice? Do you stutter? In this video, I've stuttered a million times. However, I'm developing my voice. And then once you pick your style, think about it. Do you want to be dead serious? Dead boring? Do you want to be slightly humorous? Do you have a bit of a laugh and a joke? What I struggle with is I struggle with my expressions and my tonality. So I will develop that. But you will develop this over time. Why? You're going to make more and more videos. And every single time you make a video, you improve on one thing. So by the time you made 100 videos, you are one step closer to becoming a viral success. So you have to reflect. As a great cricket player, Imran Khan used to say the only reason why he became a world champion in cricket was he used to critique his gameplay every single time. And you should look at his weaknesses and then learn from his weaknesses and adapt. You can apply the same principle to your voice. Let's talk about narrative. Narrative is for viewers to know what your belief system is. For example, Alex Hormozi, his belief system is that you work 18 hours a day, you work day and night, you give it your all and you succeed. And how you need to do it is you need to put in the graft and learn from every single mistake you have in your life. If you look at Elon Musk, his process is he likes innovation and development. So guys, if you like this content today, make sure you like, share and subscribe. I was watching a video today when he was playing with a toy car with his children and he looked at the bottom part of the toy car, the chassis, and he was like, why have they got a plate, the chassis plate underneath it? Chassis plate in effect protects the vehicle underneath it. His engineers were saying, oh, we don't make it that way. He was like, listen, I want you guys to figure out a solution how you can make a chassis plate underneath the car. And then through that, they made groundbreaking technology. And what is Elon Musk known for? Innovating. He's known for pushing boundaries. To summarize it, your digital ID is your DNA. If you have the correct credible DNA, that is your brand, that is a trust factor, that is your authenticity. No one ever likes a copycat unless if the copycat becomes bigger than the actual thing that is copying. I'll give an example of this. There used to be this guy in New York. He used to make fake LV bags. He became that popular. LV hired him as a designer for them, and he is a reason today that we have the LV stamps on LV bags. The latter is very rare. Being an impersonator is very hard to do. Why? Because normally 9 times out of 10 you don't succeed. You have that one case where you succeed. But be yourself, be original, and make your own DNA.